Hey there and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video for you guys. I'm actually partnering up and collabing with one of my favorite fragrance YouTubers of all time, Emmy from Emmy Ever After. I'm sure all of you know her already, but in case you don't, I will link her channel in the description box. And if you're joining me from her channel, then welcome. My name is Mojan and I put out fragrance videos every single day. So subscribe for more videos and don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it. So her and I decided to actually do a video on fragrances that YouTubers made us buy or inspired us to buy. And yeah, this was one that I hadn't done on my channel and I have so many to share with you guys. I have 16 and I probably could have found more, but I had to stop myself, so I won't get really deep into each scent. But as always, if you want to hear more about a particular fragrance or a couple of them, just leave it in the comments below and I try to answer to every single one of you as well. So let's get into it, and I'm going to start with 3 fragrances that Emmy herself actually inspired me to get. And the first one I have to start with has to be her signature scent that she always spoke about, and still I think it's her signature scent even now. Girl of Now by Elie Saab. If you've been watching my channel, then you know I also love this. I love the Girl of Now line. This is beautiful, it's nutty and oh, delicious and floral. It is so stunning. I love this. I probably wouldn't have bought this, or I wouldn't have been so eager to buy this without all of her praises of this fragrance. It is incredible. I'm so happy that I got it, and I actually managed to find this on sale while I was traveling, so I'm really happy about that as well. So that's Girl of Now. Then also she spoke very highly of Girl of Now Shine, which is actually more of my favorite. Honestly, this one I love just a little more. It's got that toasted almond. It's a little bit sweeter, a little bit richer. And if I had to choose between the two, I would choose this, but they're both stunning. So recommend. And yeah, wouldn't have been so eager to try it without all of her praises on this either. And then finally, the last one that I got because of Emmy was Scandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I know she likes a bunch of the Scandals, Scandal by Night and maybe another one, but definitely Scandal. This was one that just, the bottle itself never really intrigued me, so I kind of judged it by the bottle and never even tried it. And then she spoke so highly of it just being like this honeyed floral, and that's exactly what it is. It's a completely honeyed floral. It's very sickly sweet, I will say, so if you don't like sweet scents, you won't like this. And out of the 3, it's my least favorite, but I still really like it. And I'm so glad that I didn't continue to judge it by its bottle and I picked it up. So then I have 4 fragrances that I picked up because of Demi Rawling. I'm sure we all know who she is, but these 4 in particular, she really spoke highly about, and then I got curious about and picked up myself. So the first one comes as no surprise, I'm sure, Delina by Parfums de Marly. I can't even begin to guess how many people have bought this fragrance because of her. It is beautiful, admittedly. It's very beautiful, like a lychee rose, musky fragrance. My main complaint is that it doesn't last that long. I know a lot of you have that complaint, maybe about 2 hours, 2-3 hours, and then it's like a complete skin scent at best. So it is disappointing, especially for the price, especially it being niche. And I know that there's a good group of us who feel that way, so I don't think it's just me, but some of you might get better longevity with this, in which case definitely enjoy. And yeah, I do like it. I will say, like, I definitely like it and I will continue to wear it. It is nice and very feminine, and I don't regret the purchase, but I just wish it lasted longer. Then another one that actually lasts an incredibly long time, Amouage Sunshine. Oh my goodness, this one is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. In my eyes, it's a complete masterpiece. It is a beautiful fragrance. The white tobacco in this is stunning. It's a stunning bottle. It was one of those ones where when I remember when she hauled it and spoke about it for the first time, I was immediately hooked. Like the bottle, the shape of it, her description of the scent, which honestly on me, it doesn't even really smell like how she described it because it's a pretty interesting, complex scent, but I still love it. This wasn't a blind buy, and I wouldn't encourage you to purchase this blind because I can see a lot of people not liking this. It is unique, but it lasts forever. It's the complete opposite of Delina. This lasts into the next day. I've washed clothing that I've sprayed with this, and it still smells like it after I've washed it. So that's incredible. I will continue to purchase Amouage Sunshine forever, and yeah, totally love it. Then two other ones that I'm sure it wasn't just her that spoke about it, but it reminds me of her, so I think she definitely had mentioned it, and they're both from Agent Provocateur. The first one is Agent Provocateur's Fatale Intense, which I love. It's incredible, it's super sexy, it lasts again maybe like an hour or two, but I don't mind. I respray this. It's much more affordable than Delina, so I don't really mind as much that it isn't that long lasting, but it's incredibly unique and I love this fragrance. On the other end, Agent Provocateur, so many people love this, you guys, and I don't understand because on me, truly, this smells like black pepper, water, and alcohol. Like if I spray it on my skin, and it actually lasts way longer than this, which is disappointing, but it literally smells like if I mixed black pepper and water and added some alcohol, and it's not nice. I mean, if I wait hours, right at the end of the dry down, it's kind of okay, and I get some of those other notes, a little bit of musk maybe, but in general, this is not nice on me, and I'm kind of disappointed because I love the bottle. Everyone speaks so highly about it as if it's like a really sexy scent, just like this one, and for me, I get nothing other than black pepper. So I'm kind of disappointed, but whatever you guys and everyone who reviewed it said definitely worked, and I picked it up because of YouTube. Then I have three fragrances that I picked up because of Kathleen Lights. She's a beauty guru, beauty YouTuber who I love. She's so funny. And the first one, Gucci 2. I will say it was actually Makeup by Tiffany D that got me first introduced to this because it was her wedding scent and she spoke about it for ages. And then slowly but surely, everyone was talking about it, and Tiffany and Kathleen Lights just like pushed me over the edge. I won't spend a lot of time on this. You guys know it's incredibly hard to find, been discontinued for ages. It's stunning. I love it. Also, only lasts like an hour or two at most, which is so disappointing. And I don't know if it's just because now, I mean, they don't make this anymore, and it's like the juice is getting old or something, but yeah, that's how I feel. I love this. I would hope that Gucci would bring it back one day, or that someone makes a good dupe, but who knows. And yeah, definitely bought it because of YouTube and no regrets. Then we've got two more from Kathleen Lights. The first one I've spoken about before, Butter Paradise by Physicians Formula. Oh, it's just the perfect beachy scent. This is just a little 15 ml. I actually have a backup of this as well because it's limited edition, so I don't think you guys can get it anymore. If you find it though, definitely pick it up. It's incredible. It smells like the butter makeup products, which are a really nice coconutty beach fragrance to them. And this is that in an eau de toilette. A lot of makeup and beauty gurus spoke about this when it was first released, but I remember Kathleen Lights liked it, and I definitely hunted it down and picked up two because of that. And then finally, this Royal Violets Eau de Cologne. This is just something I picked up off of Amazon, really, really cheap. I remember she spoke about how this is kind of like a baby cologne that her mom used to use on her, and like all her cousins had used this. She's Cuban American, so she mentioned that it's just really nostalgic for her and her family and stuff. I love violets, and I will say I didn't expect it to smell the way it does. It's not powdery or as soft as I was hoping it was going to be. I don't regret it because it was so inexpensive and I wanted to try it out anyways, but if I had smelled this before I bought it, I wouldn't have picked it up, and for me it's not that nice. But you know, you win some, you lose some, I suppose. And then I have about 6 that it's not just like one YouTuber, it's just YouTube in general that inspired me to get. And the first one is Glossier U. I remember when this was just getting launched and it hadn't even come out yet. There was so much hype about it. And yeah, I definitely got into the hype. It's like a molecule-y, irisy fragrance. I was totally hooked. I made my first order to Glossier specifically for this. I love it, no regrets. I would definitely repurchase. And if you haven't tried this, take a look at it because it is really interesting and I think it's worth the money. Then a fragrance that's talked to death, Burberry Her. I love it. I won't get into the whole spiel about Maison Francaise Coeur de Jean and Baccarat Rouge 540, and yes, he's the same perfumer, and yes, they are similar, but they're not dupes. There's a whole story. I've even spoken about it. Everyone's spoken about it. All I will say is I think it's delicious. I really do like it, and I definitely would not have picked this up if it weren't for YouTube because I was kind of getting over Burberry scents, to be quite honest, and when this came out I didn't even smell it, and then everyone started talking about it on YouTube and I finally got so intrigued, and once I smelled this and the Intense, I was totally hooked and no regrets. I love it and I'll definitely pick up the Intense as well. Then a fragrance that was so talked about, Vie Est Belle by Lancome. This is a weird one because I didn't blind buy this. I knew what it smelled like. I tried it ages ago, you know, when it first came out, and I was like, okay, it's kind of like a fruit chewy, floral chewy. It's not for me, and I think the patchouli's weird on my skin. Patchouli sometimes gets weird on my skin. I won't pick it up. Then I have no idea how YouTube convinced me, knowing that I didn't really love it, to pick it up. I found it at Winners for a good deal, so that's part of the intrigue. But honestly, even now, like, I do force myself to wear it every once in a while. I've probably worn it maybe 6 or 7 times since I bought it, and I know exactly what I knew in the beginning. I don't really like it that much. The patchouli does sometimes get weird on my skin, and I probably shouldn't have gotten it, but at the same time, you know, you live and you learn as a fragrance addict, and YouTube definitely convinced me to get this because I fully knew that I didn't like this, and yet I still bought it. Then, from Guerlain, Mon Guerlain, this one, I will say, I kind of got better than Vie Est Belle. I knew that the EDP, I tried it in store, I don't even remember what it smells like anymore, and I wasn't too crazy about it. And then the Eau de Toilette, which is what I own, I found it for a really good deal at Marshall's again, and I read that it was like a lighter version, that it was a little more wearable, that, I don't know, it just seemed like if I was gonna try Mon Guerlain and buy it, I should go for the Eau de Toilette, and I don't regret it. Now that I own it, I actually do wear it, I do like it. It's not the same as Vie Est Belle where I kind of immediately was like, why did I do this to myself? I do like this. I still don't think it's worth the crazy hype that it gets. I mean, it's like, it's a nice lavender scent, but yeah, I wouldn't go crazy over this. I'm happy with just this. I wouldn't really want to try a bunch of the flankers unless I found them for a great deal, but yeah, it's nice, but YouTube definitely made me buy this. And then 2 more. Finally, the second to last one is Gemma di Paradiso by Roberto Cavalli. This was one that like a couple people spoke about, and then I just convinced myself I needed. And I will say I thought it was going to be a lot more beachy or tropical, and I actually think I get a lot of that vanilla or amber in here, and it's okay. I definitely do like it and I do wear it, but honestly, if it wasn't for YouTube and if it wasn't for finding this for like $19, I wouldn't have purchased it. I will happily use this up, but I would not repurchase. And then finally, I've talked about this a bunch of times, so I won't get super in depth about it, but this is The Key by Justin Bieber. This is a really nice, really nice surprising fragrance that I've picked up pretty recently. It was just getting talked about more and more on YouTube out of nowhere, it seemed. I know Melissa Jean really liked it, and then a bunch of people started getting it, and I just couldn't get it out of my head really. And this is one I fully ignored when it was launched. I mean, I didn't even think twice about it. And then when people spoke more about it, it just seemed like this really nice shampoo-y, fruity vanilla fragrance, and I'm so happy to have picked it up. I can't believe I feel that way. One of you actually asked in the comments what size I have. I have the 50 ml bottle myself, and I'm really happy with it. I will definitely continue to wear it. I wear it all the time, and honestly, like if I go through this and I feel like I'm not over it, I would repurchase as well. So definitely recommend. And yeah, those are all my picks for fragrances that YouTubers made me buy. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some of your fragrances that you've bought from other people or because of other people in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!